This is the cruelest woman I have ever seen. She is doing her best to push the car off the cliff. In the car is still her biological son. Then she pushes the car with her both hands. The car slowly slid down. Only heard a loud noise. The car crashed down. What is the reason? Let her make this choice. It was just 2 days ago. Sandra drives her husband's newly bought smart car. She takes her son back to her mother's house. At this moment she accidentally discovered this car with the function of detecting the weight of passengers. She lets the car show the weight of the person who has been in the car and finds a passenger weighing about 50 kilograms. The sixth sense of a woman tells her the person must be a woman. Sandra thinks of her best friend. She calls her right away. At this time, her best friend is with a man. Sandra tentatively asks about her girlfriend's weight. Her friend avoids answering that. At the same time in the video, Sandra hears the sound of the plane. This makes her more upset, because when she talked to her husband before, she also heard the sound of the plane. Sandra asks her best friend, is she with her husband? Her best friend quickly denies. She hung up the phone in a hurry. Sandra immediately calls her husband, but no one answers. This makes Sandra very annoyed. She turns the car's direction immediately. She is ready to go back to find her husband. To save time, she decides to go into a deserted mountain road. Night slowly falls. She is tired and depressed. She smokes a cigarette. At this time, the car alarm sounds. The windows are opened automatically. The alarm makes Sandra irritated, so she turns off the smart system. She wants it to shut up. At this time the smoke causes the son in the back seat to cough. When she looks back at her son, suddenly the car seems to hit something. The son is also scared to cry. Sandra has to take out her phone to comfort her son. She gets out of the car to check the situation. It turns out that she just kills a mountain deer. Sandra wants to remove the dead deer, but she is so scared that she doesn't dare to do it. At this time, the son in the car accidentally triggers the safety lock system. Instantly the windows and doors are all locked. The son is also locked in the car. This is the best car I have ever seen. The shell is made of stainless steel nanomaterial, with ultra-thin bulletproof glass. Once locked from the inside, it will be as safe as a safe. But it's such a car that puts her son in a crisis. Sandra guides her son through the car window. She wants her son to open the lock system. But the son is only 2 years old. He can't understand the meaning of Sandra at all. She slaps and roars at the glass. The phone accidentally falls under the seat. Sandra is dumbfounded, because the son is secured by a safety seat. He can't pick up the phone at all. The situation is getting worse. Sandra is disoriented. She calls for help in the wilderness. But this black and bladed wilderness, no one answers at all. Helpless Sandra can only hit the car window with a stone. But that scares her son into tears. She smashes the car for a long time. However, it's useless. Sandra can only force herself a smile. That makes her son happy. After comforting her son, Sandra quietly goes to the distance to ask for help. Sandra quickly walks to the power plant that passed by before. But there is no one here. She can't call the landline. She finds a flashlight and a wrench. She just walks out of the entrance of the substation. She hears the roar of animals. Sandra quickly rushes to the car. A wild dog suddenly rushes out of the darkness. Sandra randomly waves the wrench in her hand. That triggers the car's siren and scares away the wild dog. Then she uses a wrench to hit the window glass. But there are no signs of cracks in the car windows at all. Sandra, desperate and can only lie on the car window. She does not know how long it has been. Sandra is awakened by the scorching sun. The sun is still locked in the car. The son's whole face turns red. Unexpectedly, the temperature in the car is still rising. If it continues like this, sooner or later the son will be smothered in the car. She puts her clothes on the car window, but it doesn't help. She can hike to more distant places for finding the help. She walks to Long Mountain Road. Sandra exhausted. She has a severe water shortage. Fortunately, Sandra finds a small river. She drinks a little water, then keeps going. She doesn't know how long passes. She finds an abandoned plane. Sandra climbs into the cabin. There is nothing inside. In the end, only found a bucket. She returns to the river and fills the bucket with water. The temperature in the car continues to rise. The car detects that the temperature inside the car is too high. It automatically turns on the exhaust fan to reduce the temperature. The son is fainted by the heat. Sandra quickly pours the water on the roof of the car. She wants to lower the temperature. Then she thinks, so she unroots the branches. She tries to make smoke. Unexpectedly, the exhaust fan system automatically shuts down. Sandra sees her son in the car unconscious. She can't do anything. She cries bitterly. The temperature in the car continues to rise. She smashes the car desperately. She tries to pry the car door. What a desperate resistance. At this time, the wild dog last night comes back. Sandra climbs to the bottom of the car in desperation. But she is still bitten by a wild dog. It turns out this wild dog wants more. It's the mountain deer that was hit to death. Sandra pushed the deer out with a wrench. But at this time the car started to move backward. Fortunately, the car is blocked by a stone. It stops. Sandra looks to the edge of the cliff. Suddenly she thinks of a crazy idea. She pushes the car with all her strength. She's going to push the car off the cliff. 2-year-old son is unconscious. The consequences could be disastrous. Sandra watches the car fall. The automatic protection device of the car at this time instantly starts. Sandra hurries back out and runs. She finds that the car is safe and sound. She breathes a sigh of relief. After this drop, Sandra finds out that the car door could be opened. She hustles her son out. Sandra thinks about what happened. Her heart is full of guilt and grievance. The car system at this time is reloaded. Sandra takes her son and drives away quickly. And there is no way forward. In front of her is a hillside which is covered with rocks. She has no retreat. She turns on the off-road mode. The chassis starts to rise. It accelerated to the hillside. The performance of the car has been shown to the extreme. The steep cliff can't stop the horsepower of the car. The car smashes directly when encountering a rock. It succeeds on the main road. Sandra drives to the hospital. Arriving at the hospital, Sandra watches her son slowly open his eyes. She cries because of joy. The movie ends here. After watching this movie, we can see that this car is so cool. Do you want to own it? Thank you for watching. Follow my page to watch more film review.